Hmm. It's a little green icon I don't remember seeing, but I don't know. I might just like never pay attention to it because it's like normally things work and I don't need to pay attention to it. That's weird. Wait, you can hear me now? What changed? What? Are you talking about the? Are you talking about people running? Or are you talking about me? I don't know. I am confused. I don't understand what changed. I've just been sitting here doing nothing for like the last minute. Okay, so we have Sasquatch trying to bomb these key hunters, which I didn't even know you could do, or pirates, whatever the enemy is. Getting a missile pack. It was an unfortunate death early on. Still plenty of time in this race. A lot of things can change. You know, it's funny. I was just talking about a difficult start coming out of wreck ship. The runners were confronted with the bottom of Criteria, like so. This area that Derxu is headed toward. Imagine leaving wreck ship to enter this area. You know, that would be even more difficult for the energy with the side hoppers doing 80 damage each. So this supposedly shallow start can be a lot trickier than I would have imagined. All right, so it looks like Derxu found X-Ray and Spazer in Kateria. Sasquatch still looking for those majors. Runners did find bombs and morph at wreck ship. Still 2 more majors there. I have not seen what any of the other transitions are. I don't think we've checked that many. But really not that much found for Derxu going down. So other than power bombs, it looks like he found power bombs somewhere. So that's going to be the big find if Sasquatch can find those. Even without power bombs, runners could check Gauntlet if they want. And we were not able to see the back of Gauntlet actually, so could be a good play. Could be something good there. We don't know. Like, okay, so Derxu does have regular bombs and power bombs, so he can make this check. It's a fairly long check. If you can do the double IBJ, it's a little bit faster, but I mean, this could be a suit. So suit restrictions are off all the time in this tournament, so there could be anything here. I think that random start turns off suit restrictions as well, so even if it wasn't this tournament, this could absolutely be worth. But it's just missiles. You know, I generally like picking up all the ammo you can, but gotta admit that was a kind of perilous ammo pack to go get. Wait out that acid. Seems reasonable to leave it behind, especially if you're going to go straight into Gauntlet, which is another fairly dangerous check. Only 2 power bombs, so he's going to have to use a lot. Oh, okay, he's going to go refill first. Okay. I'm going to say he's going to need to use a lot of regular bombs, which is doable. But going in with no less than 99 health is not ideal. Okay, Sasquatch finds Spazer. Was a little bit far right on that D-boost, but gets the collision dice roll in his favor, coin flip in his favor. He's going to go up and find either nothing or X-Ray up here. I don't remember where X-Ray was, but somewhere around here. So Derxu must have checked the back of Gauntlet at some point. I didn't see him make that check, but I don't know why you would reset otherwise there. So that means that the other major is either at Moat or at Climb Supers. So I imagine Derxu has checked everything else. heading this way now. I like to check the bottom transition first. That way, if I manage to get over the moat, I can kind of keep going without having to worry about what I might have left behind. Derxu deciding he wants to go ahead and check moat first. And there is our major screw attack. That is not going to clear the. That is not a CWJ there, but could do the bomb. HPJ bomb method. And this is harder difficulty. This passage could be required. Ooh, nice. In-room setup. That could have been double frame perfect there. And it's upper north here, and he's going to keep going. And this is where I would have checked that transition first. I wonder where that goes. Still good find. 3 majors here in upper north here. Let's hope at least one of those is in the high jump boots area. And Sasquatch found Green Bryn somewhere. Where did Sasquatch go? Did he take the bottom transition? Or did he go to the bottom of Criteria? I wonder if Sasquatch, I don't know if Derxu did that, continued down to the bottom of Criteria. There are 0 majors in Green Bryn. But there could still be E-tanks. Imagine if Derxu's going to have to do some hell runs here. The energy found in Green Bryn could be critical for that. Oh, chat pointing out, I always forget to check those numbers. 3 in West Meridia. That'll be a good find when you come back later. Oh, there's Varia. Derxu scouting it out. So we'll need to do hell runs. Does not have the energy to do this right now. Like, not even close. And Sasquatch finding an upper north end transition. I didn't see which one it was. He found a red tower transition, and then he found an upper north end transition. So Sasquatch deciding doesn't want to spend a whole bunch of time in Green Bryn with 0 items there. Totally reasonable, but could be where the energy is. All right, and Derxu is returning. Let's see what this transition is. Front of Lower North Fair. Not something we want. Just gonna double check. You guys can still hear me, right? I don't know what was going on with that volume thing earlier. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I imagine that Derxu must have spotted some energy on the back of Gauntlet and is now deciding, yeah, kind of want that. Ooh, Sasquatch finding another upper north entrance, and that's the one you want. Although it would still be pretty difficult. How are the runners going to get up to that location? Bomb jumping without Varia in that room, pretty risky. Even a double IBJ would be terrifying. Single IBJ, I think you're going to need at least 3 tanks, if not more. So runners are really going to want a better up logic than bombs in order to get that item. Wow, Derxu just ran all the way over here for a reserve tank. Good stuff. Good stuff. I see though. Is he? This must be an upper north fair transition then. I didn't see what this transition was earlier. Allow me to fill in some information here. Oh no, it's Croc. That's right. I remember seeing Croc. Zero missile, zero super Croc fight. Okay, so Derxu's already heading this direction. Decides, why not pick up a reserve tank on the way? That makes a little more sense. And this could be big. This could be grab. This could be like space jump, grapple, something that would make that Varia a little bit more reasonable to get to. Well, Sasquatch finds the top of Green Brand, not what he's looking for. I don't think. And we'll see what's at the top of Red Tower. And it's the back of East Meridia. So this is vanilla boss, so another possibility, runners could go back to Phantoon. Wonder if that's where Derxu's going to head next. And you can imagine trying to do this bomb jump to get that Varia suit. I believe it's an even longer bomb jump than that, and also kind of annoying. It's annoying where you have to stand in that room to do the bomb jump too. It's rather unreasonable. Oh, Sasquatch did return. I like this idea. So Sasquatch is in a position now where he's got to go all the way back down Red Tower anyway. Why not go through Green Brand, pick up some dense item location checks here, maybe get some supers, some energy. Sasquatch does not know where that Varia suit is yet. And there's Wave Beam. Not what Derxu wanted, but also it is pretty early in the run, so that's definitely still going to be helpful. Not the worst thing that he could have found, especially considering he didn't have to invest the entire Croc check for it. He didn't have to IBJ up to Indiana Jones for that Wave Beam. That would be not fun. I'd imagine 2 items in Wreck Ship. Ooh, this is interesting. Where's Derxu going? Oh, dang. This is surprising me. This is a very long check. Derxu probably thinking, is that going to be a reserve over there? I think that might be a reserve tank. Oh, it's a regular E. Oh, that's even better. Well, as long as that took, that might actually have been worth it. That was a well-disguised tank. I agree. Ooh, nicely starting that bomb jump. That's a somewhat tricky place to do it. That's probably about the same length as the one you would need for the Varia suit. Gosh, another E-tank! Croc with the goods today. I would have noped out of here and be 2 E-tanks short, that's for sure. I mean, with the areas still, with Wreck Ship still, like, right here, I'd be looking for my health in Wreck Ship. And that may be where Sasquatch is heading as well. So looks like Sasquatch still has a couple of majors to find here in Kateria. I'm trying to remember what those majors are. X-Ray and Screw Attack are the ones that we're missing. Screw Attack's at Moat. I thought Sasquatch checked Billy Mays, but maybe he didn't, because wow. It'd be really strange to skip it a second time, though, with 21 power bombs. So I'm going to have to assume he did check Billy Mays. There's no way he would pass that up. And Derxu is making the wreck ship play. We're going to get our first boss here. I'll be right back in just a minute. Actually finding one of those majors already, Spring Ball, and I guess X-Ray was not in Billy Mays. It was in 230. That's why he didn't have it. Sasquatch probably going to make that gauntlet play, possibly do the same IBJ up to the Kateria power bombs. Sure, she did. Still does not know that energy is crucial. Although, admittedly, if the runners could find something like Space Jump or Grapple, I think they could make it without, like, with 2 energy tanks plus a reserve. I think Sasquatch could make it there. Especially since with the item being Varia, you don't even need extra energy to escape. Like, you don't need like another 50 or so to open the super gate and get out. Just immediately taking health damage, so damage. Sasquatch also deciding don't need that missile pack, even though he's been picking them all up to this point. Oh, and deciding not to do Gauntlet. Gonna go head over here. That's gonna end up being a good idea because the last major is here. And while Derxu having no trouble with Phantoon, leaves with full energy. Nice use of a power bomb there to open up the area and also get the propulsion up into that. Although he does have Spring Ball, so I guess he didn't need to do that anymore. To just collect that Spring Ball. Actually not taking those missiles either. At some point, the lack of charge could be an issue here. I mean, obviously, with this beam combo, would really prefer to find charge. That would give him all of his boss ammo and be just suits away from go mode, pretty much. I guess with this being vanilla boss, still needs a way into Atwoon, although with bombs, probably Derxu will be able to do the Crystal Flash Clip. Sasquatch getting that CWJ, nicely done. As like second or third try, very well done. And it's kind of in the same boat as Derxu, I think, where they didn't check that other transition first. Do I want to be here? Sasquatch has a little bit more health than Derxu had. I want to say Derxu only had 1 E-Tank and 0 reserves at this point. If Sasquatch can find another E-Tank around here, and actually also Sasquatch has Crystal Flash ammo. I don't think Derxu had that either. So with Crystal Flash ammo, Sasquatch would be able to get through Cathedral. And maybe even get to that Varia, although that, I think what he really would rather do is find something else in Upper North Fair for a movement item, or find more health. That super pack's going to help out. Derxu's still looking for this last major here. Running out of places. I didn't see it. It was too quick. Oh, it's grapple. I got to see it on this other stream over here. Okay. Probably, well, he can't get it anyways in a speed. But I don't think it's worth going for bowling for that. Yeah. Ooh, did Sasquatch not scout the item? Yeah, I like to scout it before I save and make these checks. Although, admittedly, he probably would do this anyway. After scouting that item, I'd be like, well, I need E-Tanks, so let's hope there's one here. Nope, just missiles. It's always a tough call, like which one of these two items do you check first? I struggle with this. I think with Screw Attack, it'd be tempting to check the Crumble Shaft one first, because you can see Sasquatch. I don't know if he's gonna make it. Oh, he does. Oh, jeez. But imagine, I mean, I think it would have been a little bit easier to go up to ice and then reset out. Like if this is another missile pack. He's got to be careful here. Some of these enemies do either 40 or 80 damage. I think the Gigas do a ton. Derxu's going to make another go at this CWJ, which could be required. Gets it. I want to say that's an HBJ and a CWJ for Derxu in this race. So hopefully for Sasquatch, he's going to scope this item out. And where Sasquatch found all those power bombs in Green Bryn, Derxu's still sitting on 5. He can't Crystal Flash. He's got enough energy. Okay, I'm wondering if Sasquatch did scope the item. Did he really not scope that item? Ooh. Let's see if... Oh my gosh, it's gravity! Whoa! Whoa! That... Honestly, I think Derxu would have rather seen Space Jump there. There's no relief anymore. In fact, where can the runners even go? Oh wow, Derxu's going to make this run through with the wave beam. That wave beam saving him the trouble. Did not need to worry about a gate glitch. There's a nice little quick fall through the door there too. Well, this is the game right here. If Derxu, I'm assuming he's going to save. If he can make this run, and this is a good idea too, if there's an easy health refill here, there's not, but if there were, could save up a little bit more health there. Actually, I take that back. He could go down to Slaughter's refill if he wanted. So there is a health refill there. Might have been a good idea, to be honest. Yeah, once you get Varia, Grav is free, exactly. So this is it. This would have been difficult for Sasquatch to get, though. I mean, he would have had to Crystal Flash and then do it. Let's see if Derxu has some backup WIBJs he wants to try out here. Oh, he's going to do the spring ball jump without high jump boots? This is really difficult. This is really difficult. He's got 2 reserve tanks. Okay. Now we're going to go for the IBJs. Okay, health is not ticking down as fast as I was expecting, so I think he's got enough time. Nicely done. Spring ball jump without high jump boots is a very difficult thing, and I don't even know if it gives him enough height anyway. But yeah, this is going to give Derxu a very significant lead here. Especially if Sasquatch didn't even see the Varia. We'll eventually have to come back here, but the problem would be if Sasquatch comes back through the other side of Upper North Fair and decides to do all of those checks first, there's nothing there, just maybe some E-tanks. Now, Derxu is still going to need to find that charge beam for go mode. Quite a ways away on ammo. But already has 1 boss down. We got to imagine Sasquatch is going to clear most of Wreckship as well. No reason not to. But I got to see that. That IBJ wasn't as scary as I had pictured it in my head. I was thinking you'd want like 2 more E-tanks. But those 2 E-tanks that Derxu found at Croc, man, those paid off big. I would definitely not be having those if I was running this. Though, Upward Warfare can be so painful with how long the checks take. Like, I find it's a trap more often than it's good, but the scouting the items, though, you gotta scout the item. The wreck ship one is a little bit more annoying to scout, but I think that's a good one too. The one that you can see kind of from below. So every once in a while, it really pays off. She's not going to bother looking for ammo here. Would really like some power bombs, I'm sure, but you got to hope you're going to find that stuff on the way. Oh! Was that a sunrise surprise from Sasquatch? Oh. Okay, he did just save. Oh, unless that's his first save. Please tell me that's not like an early on save. No, okay, he saved recently. He's got all his stuff. He just needs to go collect Spring Ball again if he wants it. That's really interesting. I wonder, did Sasquatch empty his reserves before that fight? Yeah, you can get hit by all 8 fireballs at once. Now, I'm fairly confident that would not have like caused immediate death if he had reserves. So I'm looking at his reserves, like he must have gone here and he did this. He drained his reserves. So he had 255 health, but he took 320 damage in one shot because each one of those fireballs does 40. It only happens if you are in Samus, if Samus is in Phantoon's eye hitbox when the eye opens. All 8. No, I caused some GDQ deaths as well. Yeah, that's why it's really important to know where Fantoon's eye is going to open. It's not just because you want to avoid this phase that Sasquatch is in right now, where it's kind of like in the peekaboo stage or whatever, where you can kind of just gotta wait. It's not just because you want to avoid this. It's also so Fantoon doesn't just open his eye right on top of you, because yeah, 320 damage is a lot. Well, consider yourself informed, Baja. Oh, I didn't see what happened there. Maybe you just took too many hits. One of the keys to Fantoon, you got to farm those flames. You gotta kill the flames. You can generally just take body hits from Fantoon himself. If you're not getting hit by flames, you can take as many body hits. I mean, not as you want. I mean, he is still suitless here. Fantoon still does 40 damage. That does add up, but it's the flames that really get you. You know, he would actually be better off switching to Spazer, because I find that Plasma Beam to be a little finicky with hitting these flames, but Spazer would do a very nice job. Yeah, I agree with chat here. I'm saying that's chat echoing my thoughts. Especially if you're going to take the time to refill your reserves, you might as well just put that Spazer on. Because look at that. Like, it didn't even go to... It's barely hitting these flames, some of them. Spazer would be cutting right through all this stuff. Well, I guess it doesn't cut through, but it would be... I mean, he'd be having a lot more effectiveness killing the flames. Derxu's still looking for another Powerbomb pack. Actually, he needs 2 if he wants to do Crystal Flash Clip. He's going to try to get the snail in position. Ooh, he's using it to peek. You see something he liked? I didn't see what it was. Oh, I hate that. Stupid snail. I learned recently that this trick is more precise without high jump too, so... Oh, snail clip. Fortunately, snail clip is never in logic. Oh boy, that is a charge beam. That is go mode, save for the fact that he can't get the Bachun. But other than that, he's 2 Powerbomb packs from go mode. That's probably a little bit frustrating. Now, I didn't check. Did he check this? Did he? He didn't come into the front, I don't think. I wonder what the what's at the front. Front entrance to. He's committed to this. There must be something up there that he likes. Again, I don't know what it is that he saw. Yeah, true. Ice or speed would also do it. Oh, he wants to look at it again? Oh, he's going to clip this way. Oh, that's fancy. I'm going to have to learn that. That's faster. He legit just didn't have to wait for that snail as long. Meanwhile, Sasquatch did get through Fantoon. It's going to be moving along. Derxu's been playing this race really well, though. Like, basically, the only problem he has is this problem of... I mean, otherwise, he's routed it reasonably well, too. Just... I mean, even the decision to full clear Croc paid for itself. Not much Sasquatch could do to keep up here. I think that, you know, it's always frustrating when you take some deaths and then it costs you, but I think in this case, the deaths that Sasquatches have are they're really not going to cost them. Yeah, exactly, Baja. The only advantage that Sasquatch had was the ammo, and that's gone now. I mean, even if Derxu has to come back, let's see what this is. That's low on airfare. This is where Derxu wants to be. And so now he just needs to find a couple power bomb backs or speed, or well, actually, he won't be finding speed rice here. That's a 0. So now, by my count, we're still looking for Kraid and G4. West Meridia is sitting on 3 majors still. Oh, Sasquatch getting hit by these. Let's see what room he was in. Was he in a room with Kazans in it? I'm trying to think, like, why would he be in a room with Kazans in it? Oh no, is it before he took out Phantoon? No, I think he has Phantoon. Is he just trying to get Spring Ball back? Maybe he was trying to get Spring Ball. That room with where Spring Ball's in, I don't even know what it's called. It's like this. It's the same room. It's the secret passage through this room to get to that item. It's really annoying to do when Phantoon's already down and the ship's alive. Yeah, spooky missiles is. That's why I saw Kazan there. Those Kazans do 200 damage with no suits, so it's basically an insta death. Really dangerous. Looks like he did save before going back for that. The thing is, having already gotten bombs in his possession, the Spring Ball is just not going to be that useful. Without bombs, I would totally understand wanting to go back for that. Probably just a little frustrated because he did get it the first time. He just didn't get it the time he beat Phantoon. Derxu's still looking for power bombs. Is going to get a Ridley death here, though. So having no Ice Beam makes very little difference. It's going to be, I think, 24 charge shots instead of 20. So has Screw Attack, Screw Through Ridley. This is going to be easy. Well, at least easy for Derxu. It'd be easy for Sasquatch too. These runners have enough Ridley experience. Yeah, I like that Derxu picked up that E-Tank, because I missed that, but chat's saying he picked up an E-Tank at PB's a shame. Some runners go, I got 4 E-Tanks, I don't need to pick one up. Just pick it up. It's right there. Then you can be sloppy in your Ridley fight and not worry about it, you know? I like it when people don't get too overconfident with their health. I mean, especially Derxu, this is going to be an interesting decision. There's not a whole lot he can do in Meridia right now. So he might actually be inclined to take the reverse route, reverse amphitheater route. And that's going to eat into his health as well. Let's see, that would drop him off back in Criteria. Because I don't know what he's going to do in Criteria either. At some point, he probably wants to get to West Meridia. West Meridia is going to be holding Kraid Slayer and G4, and also the back of Wreck Ship will be there, I believe. It's got one more upper north entrance on my map too that isn't filled in. So I could be a little bit mistaken there, actually. One of those places could be an upper north entrance. How many majors I think there's still 3 majors in West Meridia. So you're looking for speed, ice, got some good chances. And if you don't find Speed Race, you might find 2 Powerbomb packs. Oh, Derxu didn't check this here. Ooh, E-Tank. Derxu deciding not to go to Reverse Amphitheater. He would definitely take that E-Tank if he was. Okay, so he's going to have to head back to... I don't know what he's going to do in East Meridia. Oops, all E-Tanks. You know, somehow I don't think Speed will be at Main Street. But you know what could be at Main Street would be Ice Beam. With Speed Booster at Shack Tool. We all love that one. I'm pretty sure that Shack... Oh, no, wait. Wait a minute. Speed Booster is... Grapple is locked by Speed. So I take that back. Speed is probably not in Shack Tool. Could be. Expect you to get Ice Beam, the Ice Clip into there, maybe. This little snag here with not having the power bombs is going to give Sasquatch some time to catch up. I don't think it's going to be enough, but this is definitely going to be a big backtrack that Derxu's going to have to do. There is no easy way to get back to this side of East Meridia. Man, Sasquatch really wants this spring ball. Ouch! Ouch. He can Crystal Flash Clip. Or not Crystal Flash Clip, he can just Crystal Flash. Yes. Yes, so now Sasquatch can survive 1 hit. Right there. He can't survive any more hits from this Kazans. Well, I guess it's what he needed. He got the one that he needed. Goodness. Those Kazans, man. Can you imagine having 4 E-Tanks and 2 reserves and you can survive 1 hit? If he takes another Kazan hit, it immediately wipes out another 200 damage, which triggers your reserves, which resets the iframes, so that Kazan can hit you again for another 200 damage. It's unfortunate that the developers didn't try just a little bit harder to make that reserve tanks worth it. Could have just dealt with those iframes. You know. Let's see where Derxu's headed. And Sasquatch is going to go find his wave beam, most likely. Oh, we do have a red tower. We have a transition here I don't have on my map. That's what I'm missing. Sitting here like... So I'm very curious to see what this transition goes to. Is this G4? It's probably West Meridia. Oh, it's back a wrecked ship. Okay, so that does mean that G4 and Kraid's lair, are going to be in West Meridia. And our only way into West Meridia is through Upper Norfair. So the Lava Dive entrance would be a way to get in. This would be a good opportunity for Derxu to look around for some power bombs if he wants to. But with 3 majors in West Meridia, and he would have seen that. So if he remembers the count. Plus, he probably wants to take out Kraid. Although, this is what's unfortunate. If Derxu had those power bombs, he could have had Dragon down, and he'd be heading here for both Kraid and G4. This would have routed out beautifully. But now he's going to have to go all the way back to East Meridia and then come all the way back to West Meridia. So not going to be as nice routing. See if he wants to try to find Kraid first, or if he wants to just go for these items. Looks like he's going for the items. That wasn't what he wants. You want a Mama Turtle? Chat was calling speed and ice at Mama Turtle. It's definitely possible. There's space jump. And a missile pack. Not what Derxu's wanting. The pass on the space jump. It would have been pretty helpful for getting up to the next transition. Maybe Derxu will luck out. Maybe Kraid will be at the bottom here. Not going to check it. Oh, he really wanted to see what that was. Was that Ice Beam? That's a speed-locked ice and grapple, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it is Kraid down here with 0 items. Maybe you'll find 2 power bomb packs. Not looking likely. Man, the power bombs have been elusive. Sasquatch found them all in Green Brand, I'm assuming? Really unfortunate that Sasquatch didn't check that area, didn't scout that out. He'd still be behind, but at least he would know where to go. He might know where to go anyway. He's running out of places that he can go. Nice quick kill from Derxu. Derxu might know that speed. I think speed booster has to be in West Meridia Beach or on the way to the beach. I'm trying to think of what else could it possibly be. I think he's found every major, like in every other area, except East Meridia, but he can't do anything else in East Meridia. Yep, going to do the second crab jump. I think it's possible to wall jump up this. It's really, really annoying without high jump. Oh, Sasquatch almost had that. That was a nice try. I'm not any good at that spring ball method of getting over. There he goes. Well done. Sasquatch is where he needs to be. Does have Crystal Flash ammo. Hopefully we'll take a save. And there's Speed Booster for Derxu. That is our official Go Mode item. Not even gonna bother to take the supers. Which... Well, I guess he knows where Ice Beam is. And depending on how he does routing, he could route in that Ice Beam pretty easily, I'd say. Did Sasquatch check this item still? Oh, I guess he must have. Okay. Chat's saying his reaction to Varia. Yeah, I imagine that was quite the reaction, knowing that you could have scouted that, like, at least 20 minutes ago. Again, don't think it would have changed the race. I think that Sasquatch would be considerably closer, but I think Derxu would still be ahead. Because this hell run that he's doing right now, this wouldn't be any easier if he found it earlier. Derxu getting that Ice Beam. Go ahead and getting it early. Perhaps deciding that this exit up here is the one that he wants. Farming for some health and getting, because he has no power bomb, he's getting the health that he needs. Wants to be able to do a shine spark up here. I think. Oh, he's gonna grab jump it. Okay, well that works. That was a really nice grab jump. Pulling out all the tech. Is that a high jumpless spring ball? He doesn't have a high jump, does he? Doesn't look like it. High jump must be the remaining item in East Meridia. Meanwhile, Sasquatch, 1 hour mark here, making his way for Varia. Does have Crystal Flash ammo. However, is it gonna... Yeah, this isn't gonna work. See, this room's terrible for Crystal Flash, too. I want to say it, like, breaks the blocks and stuff. It's not easy. Derxu probably gonna take this refill here. Yeah, at least he saved right beforehand. I'm curious, where do you CF at? Is it safe to do it on these blocks? Can he even do it in time? No. I think he gave up. I think that was a reset in a sense. So do you go up and you reset on like solid ground up high? Like you do the CF on solid ground up high and then come down? I think that's what you gotta do. Yeah, I think you're right, Baja. I think those blocks are not going to survive Powerbomb. And you may have noticed how much more damage Sasquatch was taking when he was in the lava section. So that's not tenable either. Okay, gonna do it here. This can work. A little late, but I think it'll work. I guess it wasn't that late. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is what's tough. Do you see how he has to move off to the... Derxu did this like a pro. Like, either that or Derxu started off to the right further. Oof, he's going to take a lot of damage here. That wasn't as bad as I was expecting. It looks like he took heat damage, but not lava damage while he was doing that. Interesting. Yeah, chat, that's correct. Yep, hold down, shoot L and R with 10 missiles, 10 supers, and 10 power bombs in your possession, and then you need to have a power bomb active too. So you have to be in the same pixel location as the power bomb that you lay. So once Sasquatch lays his power bomb, he needs to stay in that position. He needs to return to that position and not be moving. So that's why it's often quoted, you need 11 power bombs because you need to lay that first one and then you need 10 more. And that also raises Samus up a bit in the air. So that's why we talk about a Crystal Flash clip, is where you take advantage of that to Samus ends up higher than she would have been otherwise, and she can actually clip above platforms doing that. The trick with Crystal Flash clips is often that you need to be in the air to start with. So you need to have the bomb up in the air, and then you need to return to that exact location with 0 velocity to then get the Crystal Flash to activate. And that's why it's either a frame perfect or a 2-frame window on that. Ooh, this is a good position, but I don't know if he's going to make it. That is really unfortunate. Ah. It's a great attempt, Sasquatch. We know you can do it now. I mean, there is no good place to bomb jump, though. Because if you go to the further right to bomb jump, then you need to do... And Derxu executed this multiple times in the run, where he kind of shifted a little bit offset, and then he did a nice jump over. Made it look easy. I assure you it's not that easy. It's very easy to get bounced the opposite direction trying to do it. I do agree, Asher. I think I would probably do it on the right side. I think I probably would, because I hate doing it the way Sasquatch is trying to do it. But I don't think it's like... Doing it on the right side is like not easy either. Because it's really hard to get recentered, like with the way Sasquatch is doing it. Does get to his reserves in time at least. We'll have another chance at attempts. Derxu putting on a nice ice microwave for us. And Samus stands up, which means that Derxu is fully cooked Dragon. That's a nice little trick. If you're crouched when you start your microwave beams, when Dragon dies, she forces Samus to stand up because, you know, that makes sense. And that's a way that you can tell when Dragon is done while doing your microwaving. Yeah, I wouldn't call it free, but you can do it. That bomb jump is a lot easier to do if you already have gravity, but you can do it the way that the chat is suggesting, where you stand further off to the right, bomb jump over. I'm trying to think if this is actually logically required. Grapple is out. We can't get to grapple. Mama Turtle, I don't think you could leave Mama Turtle with the items that we have. High jump is somewhere locked by Dragon, we think. Actually, did Derxu just find it? He found it behind Dragon. Yeah, so high jump's out. Springwell jumps out. So can't get the space jump. This might be good. Come on, Sasquatch. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Ah, that is harsh. I think this is required. I mean, he could probably get more energy, but he, that would be really brutal, Aster. Is that even possible? Can you grab it on? It probably is. This game, everything's possible. Probably freezes the game. Super Metroid really does not like to do two things at once. It will struggle with that. So, like, if you try to open the Meridia tube on the same frame that you leave the room, the game does not like you. It will not. It will not respond to that well. Well, this is a good attempt. The only problem is going to be what happens when the reserves kick in. Oh, did the bomb time out? Did the bomb? Oh, come on! The bomb exploded mid reserves. Are you kidding? I didn't know that was a thing. So it wasn't a matter of timing. It was literally impossible to do it like that with the auto reserves kicking in. I'm still trying to figure out if there's any way that he could do this any other way. Speed is way up in West Meridia. But even with speed would get him grapple. But without high jump, I don't think that springwall jumps are out of logic, so there's no way to get to ice, speed, space jump, or high jump boots. The crazy thing is, it would actually be easier for Sasquatch to go get his gravity suit first. In addition to being able to get literally everything in West Meridia, it would also be easier to do these bomb jumps from the floor. Yeah, Derxu didn't have as many reserves, but he had more E-tanks. He found those 2 E-tanks in the back of Croc. I'm fairly confident I'd be losing this race to Derxu because I would be really struggling with this bomb jumps as well. Even though I can do double bomb jumps, it doesn't matter if you can't set them up right. Maybe I'd be doing it on the right side. My double bomb jumps have been doing really well lately, and then I did my race the other day, and I did terrible at them. And I don't really want to talk about the race any more than that. We don't need to talk about that. I think Sasquatch has been trying to do this for 10 minutes or so, maybe longer. Correct. He entered right at the hour mark. That was when he first entered the room. But the thing is, Sasquatch has done just about everything. I mean, he has not full cleared like every possible check, so he knows there's more energy tanks out there, most likely. But, and there goes the bomb again. There's just nothing else for him to do. The only thing he doesn't, I don't think he knows where gravity is. So gravity is a cathedral. Although, does he? Oh no, he came from the right side, I think. I think he came... Oh, that's right, he did do the cathedral hell drum, but he didn't scout it. Okay. It would be difficult to get that gravity and leave with it, with what he has. Three tanks, 2 reserves, and a CF. It's definitely doable. It's doable, but it's not easy. It would be easier than this, though. He would be having better time than this. But if he, of course, if he had that gravity, then he could go to East Meridia and go find everything. He'd be fine. He would be able to get that space jump, and then this would be no problem at all. Yeah, runners are not supposed to finish out back-to-back races. We do have another race after this, but I'm confident that Sasquatch doesn't want to look at this seat again. Put up a good effort. I mean, he's making a really good effort for this. But Derxu was 2 power bombs away from blowing the lid off the seed, and even without that, I mean, this is going to be a sub-hour 20 with all of the back-and-forth routing. I still don't know how he knew how to get those E-tanks at Croc. That saved him time. Yeah, I think Derxu got this bomb jump first try, but had extra health to do it. Still well done. I think he did it the way Azra's suggesting, the being further off to the right. That method. Or no, Derxu did do the same way that Sasquatch did. Maybe not. I can't remember anymore. I'm going to be curious to see. I'm going to be curious to see what the order is in Varia's. Like, is Varia going to list? Are the credits going to list Varia first, or are they going to list Gravity first? It's going to be really interesting if they. I missed something. What's chat talking about? Did he freeze an enemy or something? Can you even do this with the spring ball jump trap? That, by the way, that was really difficult. What Sasquatch just did. That was a spring ball jump. It's really difficult to do any spring ball jump without high jump boots. Looks like it is a vanilla escape, so only a few more minutes for Sasquatch. Mercy is coming. By the way, don't forget to give these runners a follow. And also, Race 2 coming up next. I don't know if we have any commentators for it. I will not be able to stay to commentate or tracking. I think Baja's coming for tracking, maybe. Oh, Baja might be doing comps too. That'd be cool. Is Sasquatch going to finally get it here? He's got a good bomb jump rhythm coming if he can just maintain it through these reserves. Yeah, this is so tough. Will this be the time? I don't know. This is going to be really close. No, he had to go for that. He had to go for that. Well, anyway, get your GGs in chat if you haven't already for Derxu, who has finished in first place with a time of 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 9 seconds. GG. And understandably, Sasquatch will be moving on to the next race, not bothering with this any further. He showed us he could do it. He could have done it. It would have taken a little bit, but he would have gotten there. A couple of really close attempts. All right, I wanted to see how this progression was. And gravity listed first. I thought so. You were supposed to get gravity before Varia. That's brutal. Here's your Varia suit. It looks like it's going to be plausible to get it. But no. Nope. But still no spaceship in the chain. Did it have grapple there? I wonder if it had grapple. Typical Varia being stupid. Of course you would get space jump. That's like, why would you not do that? Oh, now I kind of want to go back and see. Should have taken a screenshot. Grab speed ice Varia. Okay. I mean, that doesn't. I mean, speed makes it easier. That shine spark is not in logic. Oh, but speed. Yeah, the IPJ would have definitely been easier with grab. But that is a weird progression. Yeah, clearly it wanted a short charge. So a funny thing about the short charges in the logic settings that we have is that there's no short charges, and then there's a simple short charge, which is basically where you delay pressing the dash a little bit. So it's basically a one-tap charge, and those are in logic even at the easy difficulty. And then there's really tight short charges, and that are never in logic. So there's like no in-between short charges. Like the Mama Turtle one, I mean, you can do it the vanilla way, or sorry, the Main Street one, you can do like the vanilla way. And like some of the other short charges, you could do it the simple short charge, so they end up being in logic through the simple short charge method. But like the speed step skip, the short charge that Asper is mentioning, they're never in logic. Which that one in particular is really tough to do when you don't have Varia, especially. But it is interesting. Like it's like either a fairly easy short charge or no, completely out of logic. There's no in between. Anyway, that is going to wrap it up here for the first race. Game 2 will be starting very shortly. I think Baja is just waiting for me to stop talking so that he can end episode, and then it will start prepping us for the second race. So, not really any need to see you next mission, or I guess I could say that, but the next mission is coming up soon. So stay tuned. This is I kind of missed my intro from the beginning. This is the last playoff match of the second round. So we've already got several of our round 3 matches in, but we're going to continue to have more round 3 matches. But this is the last round of 60 matches. But this is the last round 2 match. So glad Baja is going to be filling in for game 2. I will not be around to see it, but wish best luck to both runners, and hope it's not as painful as that one was. All right, signing off.